Today, we're diving deep into the jungle with everyone's favorite explorer, Dora. But this isn't your usual backpack and boots adventure. This time, Dora discovers an ancient treasure, unlocks magical powers, and races against time and a team of greedy hunters to uncover the secrets of the soul Dorado. The story begins deep in the Amazon rainforest, a place full of trees, animals, and constant rain. It's the largest jungle on Earth, but still one of the least explored places. That was true until a young explorer named Dora was born. From the moment she came into the world, Dora had one goal: to explore the jungle. But her mom always stopped her from going too far because she was still too young. Dora and her cousin Diego would dream together about wild and exciting adventures they would one day have. Their grandfather loved to encourage them and told them that no matter how far they went, they should always remember the most important thing: the power of Ulu. Ulu means teamwork. It's the special connection that ties them all together. Dora is always amazed by how big and mysterious the jungle is. She once asked her grandpa if he ever got lost in the jungle. Her grandpa smiled and told her that when you're exploring, you're never really lost. And if she ever needed help finding her way, she should look up at the sky and find the Chicana, a star pattern. According to the Inca people, the stars are like maps. They used the stars to find paths through the jungle. Her grandpa even told her a legend about one magical star that fell from the sky long ago. When it hit the jungle, it gave the forest life. That fallen star was called the Sol Dorado, which means the golden sun. It's a mythical treasure said to be hidden somewhere in the jungle, and it's believed to grant wishes, but only the kind that are made for others, not for selfish reasons. When Diego asked Dora what she would wish for, she said she wanted to find Sol Dorado so she and Diego could explore together forever. Hearing that, Grandpa handed Dora a map, but when she opened it, the paper was completely blank. She looked confused, but he told her this was no ordinary map. It's magical. Wherever her heart wants to go, the map will guide her there. One day, Dora discovered a small injured monkey in the jungle. She gave it a toy boot to help heal its paw. When she realized the monkey was lost, she decided to take it home with her. She named him Boots. But then Dora noticed something. She was lost too. Luckily, she had her map. She asked it for help, and just like magic, it showed her the way back. 10 years later, Dora has grown up. She's still an explorer at heart and tells herself that today is the day she will finally find Sol Dorado. She greets her family and happily reunites with Diego. Together, they prepare to search the last cave on their list. Dora believes the last place you look is often where you find what you've been looking for all along. When they arrive at the cave, Diego and Boots feel uneasy. There are warning signs everywhere, and Diego thinks it's too dangerous. But Dora stays hopeful and pushes forward. Inside the cave, Dora checks the map again and notices a clue that might point to Sol Dorado. Suddenly, she slips and falls into a deep pit, and there, she finds a glowing treasure. As she grabs it, the cave starts catching fire. Diego quickly tosses down a rope, pulls her out, but in the process, Dora's magical map falls into the fire and burns up. The next morning at breakfast, everyone notices that Dora is down. Diego tells the family that she lost her map. They try to cheer her up by saying she doesn't need a map, because she knows the jungle better than any paper ever could. But for Dora, the map wasn't just a tool. It was a gift from her grandfather and proof that she was a real explorer. Without it, she feels like her adventures are over. Later, Diego finds her sitting alone in her favorite thinking spot. He tries to lift her mood by sharing some big news. Camila the Crusader, a legendary explorer, is now running the Jungle World theme park. Dora sees this as a sign. Maybe this is her new path. She decides to apply for a job there, thinking it could lead her to a brand new adventure, and maybe even a chance to meet Camila herself. The next morning, Dora becomes an employee at Jungle World. She meets Camila, and she's starstruck. She tells Camila that she's her biggest fan and that she's working here to follow in her footsteps. When Dora asks why Camila stopped exploring, Camila explains that she came to Jungle World for the same reason, to find a new kind of adventure. Dora gets to work right away, helping tourists visit the park. She's teamed up with Nia, a fellow worker who doesn't seem very interested in the job. Dora starts giving a tour, excited to show people the animals. But then she finds out the animals are fake. Even the jungle sounds are just recordings coming from speakers. Dora is confused and asks where the real animals are. Nia tells her they're in the real jungle and tells Dora to just stick to the script. The tourists notice the fake displays and quickly grow bored. Some of them even ask for their money back. That evening, Diego checks in on her. Dora tells him that her first day was terrible. Someone even threw a churro at her. As they talk, Dora remembers she left her employee badge back at the tram. When she goes to get it, she notices some strange men with weapons sneaking around. Curious, she follows them. Suddenly, Diego jumps out and scares her, warning that they're in a restricted area and could get in serious trouble. They quietly watch as the men start digging up protected land, acting like they don't care at all. Diego and Dora realize they must be treasure raiders. They decide to report it to Camila, but to their shock, they see that Camila is leading the raiders. The men show Camila the gold they've uncovered, but she's not satisfied. She tells them to keep digging because she's searching for something more important, the Emperor's bracelet. According to her, it's the key to finding Sol Dorado. She promises the men they can keep all the gold if they help her find the bracelet. Camila even has a sneaky fox named Swiper who helps her steal things. Dora rushes home to check one of her old books. She confirms that the last Inca emperor really did leave behind a golden bracelet as a key to Sol Dorado. Now knowing that the bracelet is buried right under Jungle World, Dora comes up with a plan to find it before the raiders do. Diego tries to talk her out of it. He says it's too dangerous. But Dora feels this is their big chance. If they find Sol Dorado, they can use the wish to find her map and return to real exploring in the real jungle. The next day, during her break at work, Dora sneaks into the restricted area and sees some of the men carrying a treasure box. Instead of opening it, they take it to the archives. Camila wants to be the first to open any treasure they find. Dora uses her badge to sneak into the archives. There, she runs into Diego again. He makes it clear that he's not here to help. He just wants to make sure they don't get fired. They finally find the box. It's locked, but then Dora remembers the treasure she found in the cave, the glowing piece. It fits perfectly into the box like a key. When they open it, they're overjoyed to see the Emperor's bracelet inside, shining it with gold and ancient power. As soon as Dora touches it, the bracelet snaps onto her wrist like a magnet. Right then, she gets a vision, a flash that shows her exactly where the Sol Dorado is hidden. But there's no time to celebrate. They hear Camila's voice getting closer, so they grab the bracelet and sneak out. Camila storms into the room, sees the empty box, and flips out. She orders her men to find it immediately. Diego panics and tells Dora they should just hand the bracelet over before it's too late. But Dora doesn't back down. She says that's exactly why they can't. This bracelet needs to stay far away from people like Camila. As they try to escape, something strange happens. The bracelet stops Dora in her tracks. She realizes it's protecting her. It senses danger, and sure enough, Camila and her goons are standing right in front of them. Thinking fast, Dora and Diego run toward a tour ride and shout to the tourists that the ride is canceled. They need it for something way more important, but something feels off when Nia and Diego lock eyes. Dora notices it right away.
What's going on?
Nothing.
That's when Nia's cousin brother Sonny drops the bomb. Diego is Nia's ex-boyfriend. Before things can get more awkward, a message blares over the radio. All employees are told to stop a girl fleeing the park, and the description sounds just like Dora. Nia's eyes light up. Finally, something exciting is happening. Instead of turning them in, Nia decides to help, and Sonny jumps in too. The moment Camila spots Dora with the bracelet, she sends her men after them. Dora tosses her backpack to Diego, and he finds a slingshot inside. He uses it to shoot at the goons while Dora uses her explorer skills to help Nia navigate to the exit. Sonny finds a blow dart in the backpack but accidentally fires it straight at Diego. Diego knocks out cold. Camila joins the chase on a motorcycle, but she flies off into a pool when Nia hits a puddle just right. With Camila out of the way for now, they drive off into the jungle. But their car is completely totaled. Still, Dora's not giving up. She tells the team this is their moment. She gives everyone a role. She's the searcher, Diego is the rescuer, Nia's in charge of first aid, and Sonny is the helper. Meanwhile, Camila and her crew also make it to the jungle. With the help of her sneaky fox Swiper, she tracks the group's path. But this time, she won't underestimate Dora. Not again. Back with the crew, Dora happily reunites with Boots the monkey. Boots warns her, Camila's close. Soon, they come across a mysterious tomb. Dora gives her team a heads up, never, ever pull a strange lever inside a tomb. But before she can even finish her sentence, Sunny pulls the lever. Suddenly, the walls start closing in. Dora quickly realizes it's a test. The Incas want to know if they're willing to risk everything for the treasure. The only way out is to lie down inside the tomb's graves. Trusting Dora, the whole team does it. In seconds, the floor drops and they fall into a deep underground pit. Down there, they find a charm that fits perfectly onto the Emperor's bracelet. As soon as Dora clicks it in, she gets another vision. It shows them the next clue. That night, they all rest at camp. Diego asks who's taking the first watch. Sunny volunteers, but within minutes, he's asleep with the rest of them. That's when Swiper the fox sneaks in. He tries to take the bracelet but can't, so instead, he steals Dora's backpack. In the morning, Dora realizes her backpack is gone. Diego's had enough. He says it's too dangerous without her supplies. They should go home. Dora refuses. This mission matters too much. Frustrated, Diego turns to leave, but the bracelet suddenly jumps off Dora's arm and attaches itself to Diego. It won't let him go. Dora tells him it chose him now. It wants him to lead. Diego tries to pull it off, but the bracelet fights back. Only when he agrees to stay does it calm down.
I don't even want this!
Then Diego opens up. He never really wanted to go on Dora's adventure. He had his own dreams. He'd been accepted to the New York College of Zoology, part of a program that let students live in NYC for a year. He was only working at Jungle World to save up. His flight leaves today, and if he misses it, they'll give his spot to someone else. Dora tears up. She tells Diego she doesn't feel like herself without her map. But Diego reminds her, 2 days ago, she discovered an ancient magical bracelet, and yesterday, she was literally diving into a grave of bones. That's what explorers do. Map or not, she is one. She tells Diego the only reason she's brave enough to explore is because he's always there to rescue her. She's already lost so much, she can't lose him too. Diego promises she never will, no matter where life takes them. Suddenly, the bracelet shows them the location of the soul Dorado. Dora turns to the group and announces that it's hidden in the Temple of Light. But just then, Camila and her men show up and surround them. She gives the brutal order, cut off Diego's arm to take the bracelet. But when they try, the bracelet melts the blade. Furious, Camila throws Dora off a cliff and drags the others toward the temple. Dora wakes up after the fall. She's dazed, but then, something magical happens. The spirits of the Incas appear before her. They tell her to close her eyes, picture where she wants to go, and the map will guide her. That's when she realizes, she is the map now.
I need the map!
The explorer's map was inside her all along. Meanwhile, Camila and her crew finally find the gates to the temple. They cheer, thinking they've made it, but their celebration stops fast. It's locked and needs a key. Just then, Dora sneaks back in and gives a quiet signal to Diego. He grabs a rope and quickly ties up Camila and her men. Sunny knocks one of the goons down with a stone. Dora uses the key to open the gates, and they all rush inside. But Camila isn't far behind. She catches up, and Dora stops to ask her something. What happened to the old Camila? The brave crusader she once looked up to? Camila admits it was when the world gave up on her. She found the cave of Indi Kancha, which was supposed to be her big moment, but it turned out empty. After that, the world laughed at her, called her a joke. Dora gently tells her that one failure doesn't define her. She still has greatness inside her. Camila softens, and for the first time, she joins Dora and the team. Together, they find the soul Dorado. Dora wants Camila to take the wish, but Camila says the honor belongs to Dora. The group realizes they already have what they truly want, except for Diego, who lost his spot in the New York program. So, Dora uses the soul Dorado to grant Diego his chance again. His spot is restored. They all say goodbye as Diego heads for his dream, while Dora, the true explorer, continues her journey. Thanks for watching, friends. If you love animated movies, make sure to subscribe and stick around for more epic adventures.